Hello dear students, welcome to my English class. I am your Nagaraj sir. In the class last, we did see what he meant by madness, I mean money madness. The delirium that he talked about, I mean what he discussed in the stanzas he has written. We have arrived at present the fag end of the poem. Let's go to the stanza. Can you see the last stanza? To all and anybody, to all and anybody, all over the world, he writes. According to him, the solution to this madness is to make the said things free. What he has written: fire should be free, shelter should be free. What else should be free? Bread should be free. According to D.H. Lawrence, when these things are free, we won't be suffering from this madness. There won't be what he calls delirium, the fear of not having money. That won't be there. When according to him, it was when these things were made free. And to all and anybody, very important. You better look at this phrase, to all and anybody. There is no discrimination. All and anybody, where? All over the world. All over the world. Very important. Not just here, in Karnataka or in India. It should be free. They should be free all over the world. That's where we'll be able to be normal. That's what he calls in the next line. We must regain our sanity about money. That's why at present mad. Why does he call us mad? He calls us mad because we have given money an undesirable status, where for us money is more important or has become more important than men. How can it be? No world or people can't make money more important than people. But we have been making money more important than people. That's why he calls us mad. That's why the illness, delirium, mental illness. So, look at the word, regain. Regain means we are mad, it means. Gain, it's not gain, regain. We have lost it. What have we lost? We have lost the healthy mind. That's what sanity means. Sanity means what? According to D.H. Lawrence, sanity means healthy mind. Sound mind we call sanity. So, we must regain what? Sanity about money. We should not make money more important than people. That's what he means. So, if we do not regain our sanity, what happens? Its result would be what? The next line. Before we start killing one another about it, it's one thing or the other. Look at the result. What happens if we do not stop ourselves from being mad, money mad, What happens? We'll start killing one another. Look at what he professed at the beginning of 20th century. And after a century, look at its result. What do we see around us? We see robberies, murders, all these things, pickpocketing. There are so many people who disturb people because of the illness, delirium, the madness. That's why It is what we call, I mean, this is how a poet thinks, poet imagines, poet ponders over. A real poet is an artist. What does he do? He predicts. What does he predict? He predicts future. Look at what he has seen, what he saw, in the beginning, at the beginning of the 20th century. So, we see the result at present. It's because we lost sanity about money. That's why if we do not stop, or if we do not regain our sanity about money, what happens? We start killing one another about it. In the last line, must regain our sanity about money, about it. It is equal to money. It means money. So, if we do not regain our sanity about money, what happens? We will start killing one another. It is one thing or the other. Look at the last line, the punching line. What I mean is, either money makes us kill people for money, or we kill people for money. It is one way or the other, otherwise vice versa. It's one thing or the other. We'll kill people for money, or people will kill people for money if we do not regain our sanity. That's why, according to D.H. Lawrence, until and when we are after money, after the possession of money, we are mad, and that state of mind cannot be advisable. It cannot be, among us. So, what we have to do is, we have to regain our sanity. Otherwise, one day or other, money may make us kill people, or we kill people for money. Now, let's read the poem for your benefit one more time from the beginning to the end. Let's get started. Let's go to the first stanza. Okay, are you all there? Kindly listen to my reading again one more time. The first video was not well, it was not videographed fully and completely. Otherwise, well, it was not. That's why. Let's read it one more time. Money is our madness, a vast collective madness. And of course, if the multitude is mad, the individual carries his own grain of insanity around with him. I doubt if any man living hands out a pound note without a pang and real tremor if he hands out a 10-pound note. We quail, money makes us quail. It has got us down, very important sentence, it has got us down. It has made us greedy. We have lost our sanity. We grovel before it in strange terror. And no wonder, for money has a fearful, cruel power among men. But it is not money we are so terrified of. It is the collective madness of mankind. For mankind says with one voice, how much is he worth? Has he no money? Then let him eat dirt, go cold. And if I have no money, they will give me a little bread so I do not die. But they will make me eat dirt with it. I shall have to eat dirt. I shall have to eat dirt if I have no money. It is that I am terrified of. And that fear can become a delirium. Very important, the sentence, the line. It's fear of my money mad fellow men. We must have some money, we may think, we may be disillusioned. To save us from eating dirt, one may think, but you don't have the word but there. And this is all wrong according to D.H. Lawrence. Bread should be free. Look at the solution that he has, that he has found out. Bread should be free, shelter should be free, fire should be free to all and anybody, to all and sundry. to all and anybody all over the world. We must regain our sanity about money before we start killing one another about it. It's one thing or the other. Okay, I hope everybody has been able to follow this poem. Let's go to some objective questions. Comprehension first. Okay, and comprehension 2 and 3 will be yours. I ask every student to write the answers of the questions. I'll read them for you later, but at present look at these objective questions which can be answered in a word or two, or in a phrase maximum, sentence. Okay, look at the first question. It's a question. What is the question? Let's check your understanding, whether you have been able to follow or not. These are all objective questions. Can be answered in a word or a phrase or a sentence each. You have to choose one of the ways. Either you should try to answer all these questions in a word, or if you can't answer in a word, in a phrase. If you can't answer in a phrase, you have to go for the next, and that is a sentence. Okay, let's get started. The first question: how do people feel when they give £1? What happens to people? Okay, if you go back to the stanzas, the beginning stanzas of the poem, you see what happens. I doubt if any man living hands out a pound note without a pang. Look at the line. What happens to people? They feel a pang. Isn't it its answer? £1, a pang. 10 pounds, real tremor is answer. Am I right, dear students? Have been able to find the answer? Real tremor if hands out a £10 note. Has everybody been able to find the answers? 2 answers. I have helped you out to answer the question. Money has, let's go to the next question. Money has got us down could mean, look at the options given, answers given. There are 4 answers, A, B, C, D. Let's read them. It has ruined us, it has made us tremulous, it has made us greedy, it has made us its slaves. Yeah, which one do you think suits or is the best? Take your time. In 15 seconds maybe. Will you be able to answer the question? Or do you think all of them are the right answers or the correct answers? Look at money has got us down could mean. Okay, it's possible to find all the meanings listed, but what I like most is, what I think most appropriate is, it has made us greedy. Very important. Greedy. It has got us down. We can't come to such a level where we think money is more important, a thing is more important than people. We must be mad when we think so. That's why. It's the result of greediness. The possession, money possession, So the meaning is or can be seen everywhere throughout the poem, from the beginning to the end. The same concern is discussed. So what I think most appropriate is the option or the answer C. It has made us greedy. Okay, have been able to follow, dear students? Try to find the answer. It's possible to see all the meanings, no doubt. By the way, I must tell you, it is possible to find more than one correct answers. It's always there. Some questions are open. Moreover, these questions won't be asked in the examination. The examination objective questions will have one correct answer. each. But here are questions which are to comprehend your your actual text well. That's why the title, comprehension to make your understanding better through these questions. The attempt is to make your understanding better. Are you there, dear students? Have been able to follow? Okay, let's go to the next question. How are people without money usually treated? One of the important questions, not just from the examination point of view. It may be a lesson in your life. That's why read it again. How are people without money usually treated? What is the depiction? What is the description given here? How are they treated? Look at how much is he worth? For mankind says with one money, how much is he worth? Has he no money? Then let him eat dirt and go cold. Look at how do people, rich people, it's not said there, but the idea is the same. How are people without money usually treated? Without money, people without money, how are they treated? They're treated badly, more or unfairly. And the next level is this. They ask them whether they are worth or not, and it is a shame. So they think people with money, those who have money, think people without money are of no worth. Very important phrase, no worth. In the fashion they are treated. Very important question. Kindly go through one more time the stanza or the whole poem, no problem. It is better if you read the poem a number of times. Have been able to follow the answer that I have given you? Okay, let's go to the next. What things should be made available free of cost? It's one of the easiest questions listed. Am I right? I believe everybody knows. There are three things which are to be made free according to D.H. Lawrence. Yeah, one by one, list them. The first thing that he gives, which is to be given free, is what? Let's go to the stanza, the particular stanza. Look at bread should be free. Bread is equal to what? Bread. Food should be free. And next, shelter should be free. Dwelling, what we call home, it should be free. The first is bread, the second is shelter. Next, fire, fuel, fire should be free. So these three things are to be made free according to D.H. Lawrence. The speaker, the next question. Let's go to the next question. The speaker is frightened of. What is he frightened of? The speaker is frightened of. Who is the speaker? The speaker is the person who is in the poem, who is there to tell us everything, who himself is one of the important characters in the poem. Yarrow. Who is he? He is the poet. The speaker is frightened of having no money, money madness, eating dirt. What is he frightened of? He is not frightened of having no money. He is not frightened of eating dirt. What is he frightened of? Again, I better tell you. It's possible to see those meanings in the poem. Having no money, what happens? And eating dirt. These are the result of what? Money madness. That's why the answer is the speaker is frightened of money madness. Who has this money madness? People. What is that madness? The madness is to give money an undesirable status. I have repeated it. I have said the same a number of times. It is to give money an undesirable status where we think people are not important, people are of no worth, but money is off. That's why he is frightened of money madness. Money madness. You have been able to follow, dear students? Let's go to the last question in the section. Comprehension first. What happens if we do not regain our sanity about money? So the result of money possession, this greediness, what happens? We'll start, if we do not regain our sanity about money, we'll start killing one another. We'll start killing ourselves. So that is the result. What happens? This is what he has foreseen. This is what he saw. He could see as a poet, as an artist. At the beginning of the 20th century. That's why the place of a poet in one's life is most important. If we have a real guru, it is the poet, no doubt, because he predicts, and his prediction is based on what has been happening around him. He is a great observer. That's why he is an artist. Life is all about, life is all about being an artist. That is to be a poet. So this poem is there to make us be sensitized. It is to teach us a lesson. The lesson is, there is a mad world around you. Be careful. You don't be sensitized. Love everything. Love people, not money. It is there to make us be educated. That's why this poem has its own importance in our career. Okay, and the next the questions which are in the comprehension 2, comprehension 3 are to be answered by you. They are for you. Okay, answer the questions and try to bring your understanding of the poem out. Okay, when you answer them, it's possible to answer them. You have your own free time. It doesn't matter when you have to do it now. No problem. Before we start the class next, okay, let's have these answers. Let's look at these answers. Let's consider these answers, and after we'll go to the next topic. Okay, I hope you have been able to follow this presentation. If you have any comment or questions or doubts, you may contact me. Okay, and otherwise, and the regular classes are resumed. You may come to department to discuss the same. Try to listen to. If you if you can't watch, if you feel bored, because this platform may not allow us to use certain things which make you be lively, which makes presentation be interactive. It doesn't happen here. That's why don't feel bad. Kindly listen to, get the crux of the matter, and be ready to answer the questions. Okay, dear students, see you in the class next. Thank you.